Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you all are fine. So in this video we will discuss about chapter first from civics, that is power sharing. Okay, let here is the overview of this chapter. Okay, overview. This one is the overview of this chapter. Okay. With this chapter, we resume the tour of democracy that we started last year. Uh, in this chapter, with this chapter, we resume the tour of democracy that we started in the last year. Okay, we noted last year that in a democracy, all power does not rest with any one organ of the government. Okay, and uh, we noted last year that in a democracy, all power does not given any one organ of the government. Okay, and intelligent sharing of power among legislature, executive, and judiciary is very important to the design of a democracy. Okay, and intelligent sharing of power among the legislature, executive, and judiciary is very important to design uh, of a democracy. Okay, in this and the next two chapter, we carry the idea of power sharing forward. Okay, we started with two stories from Belgium and Sri Lanka. Both these stories are about how democracies handle uh, demands for power sharing. Okay, um, in this and the next two chapter, we carry this idea of power sharing forward. We started with two stories from Belgium and second one is Sri Lanka. Okay, in both these stories are about how democracies handle and demand for power sharing. Okay, we read in this chapter about two stories. First from Belgium and second from Sri Lanka. Okay. This story yields some general conclusion about the need for power sharing in democracy. Okay, these two stories uh, from Belgium and Sri Lanka yields to general conclusion about the needs for power sharing in democracy. This allows us to discuss various forms of power sharing that will be taken up in the following two chapters. Okay. So we started. We start with two stories from Belgium and Sri Lanka. Okay. Belgium and Sri Lanka. Belgium is the smallest country. A small country in Europe, smaller in area than the state of Haryana. Belgium is a small country in Europe. Okay, and it is also smaller in area than the state of the Haryana. Okay, it is smaller in area than the state of Haryana. Okay, it has borders with France, Netherlands, Germany, and Luxembourg. Sorry, Luxembourg. Okay. And Belgium has boundaries with France, Netherlands, Germany, and Last one is Luxembourg. Okay, these are the boundaries of Belgium. It has a population of a little over 1 crore, about half the population of Haryana. Okay, it has population of a little over 1 crore. It has a population of over 1 crore population in Belgium, and about half the population of Haryana, and half the population in the state of Haryana. Okay. The ethnic composition of this small country is very complex. It means the ethnic means you can say a social division based on a shared culture. Okay. Composition of this small country is very complex. It means it is very hard, complex. Okay. Of the country's total population, 59% lives in the Flemish region and speak Dutch language. Okay, there are 59% lives in the Flemish region and they speak Dutch language. Okay, and another 40% people live in the Wallonia region and speak French, and 40% people live in Wallonia region and they speak French language. Okay, remaining 1% of the Belgians speak German, and 1% of people speak German language. Okay. In the capital country, Brussels, 80% people speak French, while 20% are Dutch speaking. Okay. In the capital city, Brussels, okay, there are 80% of people they speak French language. While 20% are speak Dutch language. Speaking Dutch language. Okay. The majority French speaking community was relatively rich and powerful, and the majority of French speaking community was relatively rich and more powerful than other languages. Okay. This was resented by the Dutch speaking community who got the benefit of economic development and education much later. This was resented by the Dutch speaking community, okay, who got the benefit of economic development and also education. Okay, it means Dutch speaking community they got benefit of economic development and also education much later. This led to tension between the Dutch speaking and French speaking communities during 1950s. During 1950s and 1916s. Okay. During 1950s and 1960s, the tension between the two communities, that is Dutch speaking and French speaking. Okay. The tension between the two communities was more acute in Brussels. The tension between two communities, that is, first one is Dutch speaking community and second one is French speaking communities. Okay. was more acute in Brussels. Okay. Brussels presented a special problem. The Dutch-speaking people constituted a majority in the country, but a majority in the capital. Okay, and Brussels create a new problem, that is the Dutch-speaking people constituted a majority in the country. Okay, it means the Dutch-speaking communities were in the advantages. Okay, advantage of its advantage of its majority, and can say for its will on the French and German speaking population. Okay, the Dutch community have okay. It's a Dutch speaking communities were in the advantage, and they have also they have a majority, so that's why they become that's why they become Dutch language become a national language. Okay, in Belgium. Okay, in Brussels. Let us compare these two. Okay, let us. This is all about this story is all about Belgium. Okay, now let us compare this to the situation in another country. Okay, Sri Lanka is an island nation just a few kilometers off the southern coast of Tamil Nadu. Okay, and now let us compare this to the situation in another country. That one is Sri Lanka. Okay, Sri Lanka is an island nation just a few kilometers off the southern coast of Tamil Nadu. Okay, few kilometers of southern coast, that is Tamil Nadu. Okay, it has about 2 crore people, about the same as in Haryana. In Sri Lanka has about 2 crore people. Okay, it has population about Sri Lanka has a population of over 2 crore, and about the same as in Haryana. Okay, but in Belgium we see that it has a population of over 1 crore. Okay, population in Belgium, but in Sri Lanka there is 2 crore population. Okay, like other nation in the South Asia region, Sri Lanka has a diverse population. Like other nation in the South Asia region, Sri Lanka has a diverse population. In like another nations in the South Africa region, Sri Lanka has the diverse population. Okay. The major groups are the Sinhala speakers, 74. Okay, and the Tamil speakers, and the Tamil speakers 80%, and Sinhala speakers 74%. Okay, the major social groups are Sinhala and Tamil speakers. Okay, Sinhala speakers are about 74%. Okay, and 80% people speak Tamil. Okay. Among Tamils, there are two subgroups: Tamil native natives of the country are Sri Lanka. Okay, among Tamils, there are two subgroups. Tamil natives of the country are called Sri Lankan Tamils. Okay, 30%, and other two groups, that is among Tamil, there are two. We see that there are two subgroups. First one, Tamil natives of the country. They are called Sri Lankan Tamils. Okay, they are 30% people are Sri Lankan Tamils. Okay, the rest 30%. Okay, the rest whose forefathers came from India as plantation worker during a colonial period are called Indian Tamils. Okay. In the social majority groups, first are the Sinhals. Sinhala and the Tamils. Okay. And among the Tamils, there are two subgroups. First one is Sri Lankan Tamils, and second one is Indian Tamils. Okay, there are two groups. That one, first one is Sri Lankan Tamils and second one is Indian Tamils. Okay, as you can see from the map, Sri Lankan Tamils are concentrated in the north and east of the country. Okay. As you can see in the map, this one is the map of Sri Lanka. Okay. Sinhals. This yellow part is Sinhals, and Sri Lankan Tamils. Orange one is should at this one, this area. Sri Lankan Tamils were, and the brown color shows the Indian Tamils, and this next color shows that Muslims. Okay. As you can see from the map, Sri Lankan Tamils are concentrated in the north and east of the country. Okay, here you can see that Sri Lankan Tamils are present in the north and east of the country. Okay, most of Sinhala speaking people are Buddhist, while most of Tamils and Hindus are Muslims. Okay, most of the Sinhala speaking peoples are Buddhist, while most of the Tamils are Hindus or Muslims. Okay, there are about 7% Christian, and there are only 7% that are Christians. Okay, who are both Tamils and Sinhals, and Christian are both Tamil and also Sinhala. Okay, and the Sinhala speaking people are mostly Buddhist, and Hindu or Muslim speak the Tamils. Okay, and there are 7% to Christian who are both Tamil and Sinhala. Okay, just imagine what could happen in situation like this. Just imagine what could happen in situation like this, that in Belgium the Dutch community could take in Belgium, the Dutch community could take advantage of its numeric majority and force it will on the French and German-speaking population. In Belgium, we see that the Dutch community could take the advantages of its majority, okay, numeric majority, and force and also force it will on the French and the German-speaking population. Okay, and the Dutch community want the advantages of its majority. Dutch community are more powerful, have more powerful. This would push the conflict among constituency further. This this would push the conflict among communities further. Okay, this could lead to a very messy partition. Further, this could lead to a very massive partition of the country. Both the sides who claim a control over Brussels. Okay. This would push the conflict among constituency further. This could lead to a very messy partition of the country. Okay, both the side would claim claim control over Brussels. Okay. But this is not good for country because other communities say that it is not good way to elect any community. Okay, but this is all about the Belgium country. Okay. In Sri Lanka, the Sinhala community enjoyed an every bigger majority and could impose it will to entire country. Okay, and in Sri Lanka, the Sinhala community enjoyed and even a bigger majority and could impose it will on the entire country. Okay. And in Sri Lanka, the Sinhala community, could take advantage of its majority. Okay, and could impose it will on the entire country. So because will on the entire country of Sri Lanka. Now let us look at what happened in both these countries. Okay, so I hope you understand about two stories. These two stories. That first one is Belgium and second one is Sri Lanka. In Belgium, the Dutch communities were in the advantage of its majority, and in Sri Lanka, the Sinhala community enjoyed and even a bigger majority they have. Okay. So I hope you understand this all two story about both country. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.